Just in case y'all forgot, this is who I am. This is right here is what I do. This is the Diamond Crew. But I want to give a shout out to my G's and my OGs. But y'all already know what to do. But if you're new to the channel and you like content like this, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to like. I need you to comment. I need you to subscribe. I need you to share this. I need you to hit that notification bell so you're always up to date, man. Look, man, the Eagles have beat the Kansas City Chiefs 21-17 in a nail-biting game. Another game that was very close. Another game that should have been a dog walk. It should have been a dog walk if we would have had some better play calling on the offense side of the ball. I mean, let's just get that out the way first. This game should have been, this score should have been more than what it was. They didn't want to win this game. Just like most of the teams that we have played thus far, they did not want to win this game. And we tried to give it to him. Brian Johnson tried to give it to him time and time again. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about this real quick, man. On my last video, on my review, I said this, man. Check this out right here. But, you know, as we get over and we talk about my guy, DeAndre Swift, a really good player, man. A really, really good player. And we love that we have him on this team. And I also think that this is the game where we need to rely on him heavy. We're getting Cam Jurgens back. He's healthy. He should be starting Monday night. We should be running the ball. He should see 20 carries at least. At least. He may get stuffed on 5 of them, whatever. Make sure Swift get the ball, please. Look, man, I said lean on DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift was the key. That's what I said. And he was the reason why we did what we had to do. Him and Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, you know, in the absence of Dallas Goedert. In the absence of Dallas Goedert. You know what I'm saying? Those guys stood out on offense the most to me. We needed DeAndre Swift. This was his type of game. I don't have the stats yet because I jumped right in the stew as soon as this game was over because I couldn't wait to come talk to y'all. You know what I mean? It's so many things that we got to dissect that it's going to probably take all week to do it. It's going to take all week to do it. But for right now, as usual, like we usually do, we're going to enjoy this win for the next 24 hours. That's what we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Because this was a huge win to put us up to 9-1, to remain the best team in the league. Like, I've been telling you all year, this is the best roster. This is the best bunch of players, the best general manager, one of the best head coaches. Sean Desai did not allow a point as he's been doing. I know he had his stumbles, but again, one of the best teams in the league. The team right behind us, the Super Bowl champions from last year. Sean Desai was able to stifle that offense, stifle Patrick Mahomes, 3-and-out after 3-and-out in the second half. That's what I want to focus on this week. That's what I want to focus on. My dog called a great game. If we would have got a complimentary game from Sean Desai, from Brian Johnson, this would have been a blowout. This would have been a blowout. You know, in my opinion, I've been saying it. I got the receipts as well. I've been saying it since early on in the season that the talent is masking. The talent is masking the play calling. You know what I mean? And that's what's happening. I seen 6 screens back-to-back. 6 screens back-to-back before the long bomb to DeAndre Swift. I seen them back-to-back, and they weren't working. Jalen Hurts made a great play. Devontae Smith was running open all game because they were so focused on AJ. that Devontae Smith was running wide open all game. You see what I'm saying? There's so many things that we got to dissect. And the number one problem, in my opinion, it has to be Brian Johnson. We've been winning, man, because the Eagles are a really good team. They have a really good roster. That's why we've been winning. We've been making big plays when we have to. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. But at the same time, man, I would love to see a competent game, a complete situational play call from Brian Johnson. I would love to see that. And I'm not the only one. We have to get better play calling from Brian Johnson, man. They've been calling for Brian Johnson head all year, all season. They've been calling for his head. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is because we know what we see. We see and we know what type of explosive players that we have on this roster, and that we need to move the ball downfield. We need to run the ball with DeAndre Swift. You know what I'm saying? We need to run the ball with Penny. We need not to run the ball with Gainwell. You know what I'm saying? I would take the production loss, from the offense when Gainwell's in the game. And when I say that, I mean this. Gainwell was able to get in the end zone a few times this year. But I would take the production that we're going to get from Penny over Gainwell. That's just my honest opinion. We 9-1. We the best team in the league. Look, it is what it is. Maybe I'm just being too harsh. But all in all, I want to see Penny in the game. But Swift just did his thing, man. Swift caught out the backfield. Great catches out the backfield. Extended plays. You know what I'm saying? He really was the heartbeat of this offense, and he got this going. And I knew it. It was in my chest. It was something in my chest that told me Swift was going to be the guy to open up the offense. I just knew it, man. I just knew it. I'm like the Nostradamus of this Eagle stuff, man. I'm telling y'all that. I'm telling y'all if y'all not subbed up. I'm telling y'all if y'all not liking this. I'm telling y'all if y'all not commenting and subscribing, then you missing out. Because I be talking this ish, man. I be telling y'all this stuff. All you got to do is listen, man. I told y'all DeAndre Swift was that guy. He was going to be the difference maker. I told y'all Pacheco was going to be a guy that we had to watch out for. He runs hard. I said that. I said we had to shut down Kelsey as much as possible. I said that. I said we had to minimize Patrick Mahomes, his game, and keep him contained and inside the pocket. I said that. It almost killed us because we couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? But we match up well against these receivers, right? We match up. Their best pass catcher is Travis Kelce. Rice had a few splashes here and there, and I like what we did against Rashee Rice. But at the same time, Patrick Mahomes was getting loose. Patrick Mahomes was finding ways in that first half, but in the second half, man, Sean Desai put on the masterclass. It was an adjustment. It was an adjustment from the first quarter to the second quarter. I seen it. First of all, we didn't allow a point, like I said. We didn't allow a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, this was a crazy game, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I thought that the coaching issues was gonna rear their ugly head while I was watching this game. I thought that it was gonna be an issue. I mean, hold on. Desai didn't allow a touchdown in the second half, but I thought it was gonna be an issue from Brian Johnson. But all in all, man, he came through and decided he put on another masterclass in the second half. Man, it seemed like that's his identity. It seemed like Sean Desai's identity is to come out the first half, figure out what the offense is trying to do, make the adjustments in the locker room, and come out the second half and execute. And I'm telling you right now, that was the reason why we was able to hold off this Chiefs team, was because of this defense. Kevin Byard, man. This was his game. Them two safeties, man, had an outstanding game. Let's talk about it real quick, man. Let's talk about it real quick. Byard, great game. Picked interception on Patrick Mahomes. Very hard to do. Great play by him. Reed Blankenship, all over the field. A tackling guru. All over the field, man. Everywhere. Let's talk about how good these safeties were. Let's talk about finally getting some competency and at the nickel spot. Yeah, Roby got beat at the last play, but he didn't catch it, so it really don't matter. But the punch out on Travis Kelce to save that from being a touchdown was crucial. It was crucial in this win. So let's talk about that as well, man. Let's talk about it. This was a measuring stick game, man. This was another measuring stick game for my dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it wasn't the most, it wasn't the way we have been winning the last few weeks, but guess what? We still figured out a way to win because that's what good teams do. And now we're the best team in the league. Now we putting that cushion between us and the Lions, between us and the Cowboys, between us and the Niners, between us and Kansas City, if you want to talk about the whole league. You know what I'm saying? This team is resilient. It's resilient. And one thing about us, man, we're going to find a way to win. We're going to find a way to win. And that's what happened tonight, man. That's what happened tonight. But I'm not about to sit here and act like I didn't think that this team wasn't going to cut it today. But it wasn't because of the players. It wasn't because of the players, man. It wasn't because of the interception by Jalen. Because after that, Jalen was lights out. You know what I'm saying? Jalen, at least, he had the push touchdown. The run, that was a touchdown. Had to take hits because Brian Johnson kept calling these design runs. Still stood in the pocket and made great throws. Even though, let's talk about it real quick. If he had put a little bit more on that pass to Devontae Smith, that would have been a touchdown. But still, it was a great connection, a great adjustment from Devontae Smith to catch that and get us in a position where we can do the tush push. If we would have did the tush push a drive earlier before we went into the end zone, we would have went up by 2 touchdowns and put this game away. You know what I'm saying? We keep teams in this. We keep teams around. That's how good we are. We keep teams around when y'all should be done. We tell y'all when y'all can win. We tell y'all when y'all can score. Because in the second half, Sean Desai put on the masterclass against one of the best quarterbacks, the best coaches, you know what I'm saying, in the league. He did it. The best tight ends. You know how we stifled Travis Kelce. Yeah, he scored. He going to get his. But you just can't let him do too much. You just can't let him do too much. He ain't do too much today. He didn't do too much. He didn't do enough. There's a few passes where, Kevin Byard was just, you seen him matched up on Kelce a lot. You seen him matched up on Kelce a lot. Right? And it seemed like to me that Kevin Byard was just like, in Kelce's ear because, on that third down where he threw it to Kelce and it went through Kelce's hands, big drop. This was Byard's game. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had a great game. The safeties played well today, man. When you get 2 safeties like that play competent together like that, Reed Blankenship being the tackling guy, the scrappy guy, always around the ball type of guy, Byard doing the same, Byard getting the pick. Our safeties are the ones that's getting all the turnovers this year. You know what I'm saying? It was like the defensive Hassan Reddick. Let's talk about Hassan Reddick, man. Hassan Reddick is one of those guys. Josh Sweat is one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? They have been some of the great edge rushers this year. Both of them, man. They both get into the quarterback. They both sacking the quarterback. They both changing the trajectory of the game. Sacks at the most opportune time. Hassan Reddick came in hot tonight. Chirping at Kelce. Getting in his head. That's the type of players we got on this team, man. We got some good players, some championship players, some guys are who looking for greatness. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes you can get out coached, and sometimes, one of those coaches might be able to turn it around and change the way the game has been going. Because early on in the game, man, it would seem like Brian Johnson was going to be the reason why we lose. The side turned it around, adjusted, figured out, what we had to do, put pressure on Patrick Mahomes, started getting a little bit closer, getting him off the spot, getting him moving around, not making the best plays. The corners came up, played great coverage, in the second half. Slay was always around the ball. Bradbury looked better. The safeties was on point. Nikel Roby-Coleman was competent. He played well, got a turnover for us. You know what I'm saying? His defense played amazing. And, sometimes I'm looking at this stuff and I'm analyzing this stuff and I'm trying to figure out what we about to do and how we about to get the next dub. What's our identity? Maybe this is our identity. Winning is our identity. You figure deal me? Does that make sense? Look, man, I'm pumped up. I'm hyped up because my Eagles is 9-1. A great start to the season. Amazing start, man. Like I said, we haven't played the best ball, but we've won. We figured out how to win. We figured that out. And that's what we got to do. We just got to figure out how to win, how to be the most physical, how to be the best team every week. And that's what's happening. Look, man, we about to enjoy this win for the next 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? We about to do our thing. I'm about to be unbearable for the next 7 days. You know what I'm saying? Because we a different breed, man. Everybody in this camp. Look, man, shout out to y'all if you've been liking this video, if you've been commenting, if you've been subscribed, if you growing this channel with me, because I've been on my stuff, I've been on my ish, and I'm gonna keep it coming, man. I'm gonna keep it coming. Eagles win, beat the Kansas City Chiefs, the Super Bowl champions, the best team in the league. All this stuff they saying, the Eagles have done it. 21-17, excuse me. I got y'all all in my comments talking about, the Chiefs this, the Chiefs that. I've been in so many spaces listening to this bullshit. I've been listening to it. And I knew it was fake because y'all don't understand. Y'all didn't understand what was walking up in the Arrowhead today. But you do now. This a real team. It's the Philadelphia Eagles, man. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. Look, man, until the next time, which is going to be soon, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for liking. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for doing all those things, man. Fly, Eagles, fly. It's go Eagles to the womb, from the womb to the tomb. I bleed this green. I walk those streets. You know what I'm saying? All times of day, all times of night. I'm really that Eagle fan. I'm really that guy. I'm a love the birds. I don't care if I'm in the desert. I don't care if I'm in Arlington. I don't care if I'm in Canada. I don't care if I'm in Puerto Rico. It don't matter where I go. You see this color right here? You see this green? That's what's going to pump through these veins. That's what's going to be up on my chest. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't play around like that. I bleed this ish. Until the next time, out.